Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to tell you guys how I lost 5 pounds in 5 days. It's like those last 5 stubborn pounds that just never seem to come off. Like it always seems like water weight or just like something that you can never seem to lose. And I don't want this to necessarily be taken as like an end all be all weight loss strategy. Like these things that I did in these 5 days are not something that necessarily will work for you for the long term, because I do genuinely believe that you should find a healthy lifestyle that works for you, and adhering to these specific things may not work for everyone, but may work for some people. So I figured I would share it. First thing, I really upped my water intake. I always preach that you should consume your body weight in ounces every day. So if you're 125 pounds, you should consume 125 ounces of water every day. And while I do that, I still could drink more. It's hard, but 125 ounces is totally doable for me. I have a Starbucks cup that I keep at work that's 24 ounces, and I'll drink 5 to 6 of those a day, and that's perfect for me. But I was drinking, I don't know how many bottles of that I was drinking, but I was drinking between 180 ounces of water and 240 ounces of water every single day for those 5 days, and it kept me so full. I was peeing so much, but it really kept me like I just didn't really have, I don't want to say I didn't have an appetite, but like I never felt like my hunger cues almost, which is like kind of dangerous because then you forget to eat. But I only ate my specific meals that I had planned, which goes into my second point, which is I completely adhered, that's a word I think, to my meal plan. Complete adherence, I don't know. So I didn't stray whatsoever from my meal plan. So while I do make a meal plan every single week, like most of the time I post on my story, I have like breakfast, lunch, and dinner planned every week. But you know, life gets in the way. Like lunches I never really stray from because I make 5 of them at the beginning of the week. Sometimes like I'll eat one for dinner, or I will decide I want a salad from Crunch at lunch at work, and I didn't do that. So I literally just stuck to those 3 meals, which was my green smoothie in the morning. I had my shish tawook chicken, which I will link my what I eat in a day, because my last video has exactly what I ate in this week that I lost 5 pounds. And then I had my salmon and veggies for dinner. But then on days where I was just too busy or I somehow missed a meal, I didn't force myself to eat that meal. So like, let's say I missed lunch. I usually eat lunch around 12:30. And then at 3 o'clock I would eat lunch because I was busy earlier. But then I would also have my dinner and then also have like a yogurt bowl for dessert. And I just felt like so full. And sometimes when you're busy or you just like don't feel those hunger cues, it's okay to skip a meal. And I don't want people to think like, oh, I should just skip meals and that's the key to weight loss, because your body does need food for fuel. But I wasn't forcing myself to have the meals that I genuinely just missed. Like it wasn't like I was purposely skipping them, if that makes sense. So I was just super busy one day. I missed lunch. I instead ate my lunch for dinner and then had like a small yogurt bowl for dessert, instead of eating my lunch late, eating my dinner, and eating, I could skip dessert in that case, but I just really like, I just feel like in the past I would, if I missed a meal, I would just force myself to eat it, but then I'd also eat at the next time that I thought I should be eating. And I was kind of like I don't want to say overfeeding myself, but like I was just like forcing food in because I felt that I should do that. I don't know. And then there was another day where I thought I had extra salmon and I didn't. So instead I literally just had a yogurt bowl for dinner. Like that's okay. Okay, and then the next thing, I didn't snack at all this week. I have gradually stopped snacking as much as I used to. I don't want to say snacking is like created by the food industry, but it kind of is. I mean, Obviously, if you're hungry, you should eat. But I do feel like snacking is encouraged by so many people. Like, you have to have a morning snack and you have to have an afternoon snack. But most of the time, I don't get hungry between breakfast and lunch anymore because my smoothie in the morning is so filling. But like, I would still eat cashews or something. But I wasn't hungry. I was just eating because I felt like I should be eating a snack. So that's just my 2 cents on snacking. I think if you're really starving in between meals, you should have a snack, a handful of nuts, a banana, some kind of fruit, you know, anything like that. Not like protein bars and all that stuff. I used to eat that all the time. And now I'm just like, why did I feel the need to eat those? I don't know. And protein bars are just so full of crap these days. Like, don't even get me started on them. And then I upped my cardio from 20 minutes a day to 45 minutes a day. And don't get me wrong, like I said, this is not necessarily realistic for everybody. I usually work out, I plan an hour and a half, or an hour and 15 minutes to an hour and a half every morning. It's dedicated to lifting weights, my 20 minutes of cardio, and 15 minutes in the sauna. So weights are like 45 minutes, 20 minutes of cardio, and then 15 minutes in the sauna. I think that's an hour and 15 minutes. So that adds another 25 minutes onto that whole routine. So it's almost 2 hours of working out every day, which is not necessarily sustainable for everybody. I do think going forward, I'm going to split it up where I will do my weightlifting in the mornings. I really do like doing that fasted. And then I'll probably do my cardio later in the day, like when I get home from work. Not sure, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, so I was able to get that in every day last week, and I love like how sweaty I get from cardio. I don't think cardio is the way to the best body, and I don't think it's the key to losing weight. I definitely think you need to weight train, but I think upping that cardio just was like that extra kick in the butt. And then I usually only do 10 minutes in the sauna. I'm kind of a baby. It just gets so hot in there, and it depends. It also depends what the temperature is in your sauna. So if the temperature's up the whole way, like 10 minutes is good. But I pushed myself this week. I did between 15 and 20 minutes every day. And don't get me wrong, it looked like I had just gotten out of a swimming pool afterwards. But I don't know, I just feel like that extra water weight just like is totally sweated out of your body. And then the last thing, no alcohol. Probably one of the hardest things for me. I don't drink very much, but I like having a glass of wine 2 or 3 or 4 times a week. Like just after dinner or with my dinner. Like Saturday nights, we'll go get a beer or a wine or whatever. And I went 7 days with no alcohol. It was very hard. Yeah, like I'm not gonna lie, as someone my age where that's what a lot of people do. Like my boyfriend and I all weekend were like, what do we do? Like without going to like a brewery or something like that, which kind of sounds terrible. But you know, it's nice to get out of the house on the weekend. So yeah, probably need to find like some other hobbies or something. But yeah, no alcohol. I genuinely feel, even though it is 1 glass of wine, I just sleep so much better, and I just feel better when I have had no alcohol in my system. So it's a hard one, but it worked. So yeah, like I said, these are not necessarily sustainable habits. But if you're like getting ready for photos or going on vacation, these last 5 days were leading up to a photo shoot that I had planned. So that is why I did these things. So yeah, it's a good example for like photos, vacations, special occasions, that kind of stuff. But otherwise they're not necessarily sustainable. I'm going to work in 45 minutes of cardio every day just because I like really liked it last week. But it's not something that everyone wants to do. So just want to share that with you guys. I posted on my story and I just wanted to go more in depth with that. As always, I will link my Instagram below. I post 2 to 3 workouts a week, so you guys can follow me there to see those. And I will link my what I eat in a day video so you guys can see what I ate during these 5 days. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see y'all in the next one.